All right, ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've been waiting for. Race number 1. Xander and Adam Barker on the front row. The Gunthers have the second row. Mike Dalling, Nicole on the third row. Nick Sorensen, Ronnie Wimberly on the fourth row. Cody Kennedy's first race in the league starts in 9th. The Mad Bears starting back in 10th. All the drivers getting lined up on the grid. A big, beautiful track here. 8.5 miles. Lap times in the 4-minute range. So the lap count will be extremely low this morning. But there will be battling everywhere on track. And of course that long straightaway with the 2 bus stops in the middle of it to try and keep speeds down. That will get dicey. They do now have the tire barriers in those 2 chicanes. So yeah. If somebody overshoots the chicane, their race may be over. Adam Barker's gonna lead them down. As we mentioned, 5 BMWs in the field. They have been the fastest all morning, fastest in the straightaways. 3 Ferraris and 2 Porsches in the field. Really surprising to see the 2 Porsches doing so well this morning. They'll definitely have the advantage through the tighter sections of this track, but that straightaway speed, and as big as this track is and as many straights as you have, the BMWs could dominate here. As it looks like Matt Bear dropped to the tail end of the field. Matt did not get in until a few minutes left to go in qualifying. Likely a move because he doesn't know the track as well. So we won't see that trick that Matt Bear is well known for pulling off when they go to Interlagos. I don't think we'll see him get to the lead in turn 1. Ronnie Wimberly here this morning as well. Back also in the Ferrari. Always good to see Ronnie out on track. As always, if you haven't checked out Ronnie Wimberly, go check out Quad Racing on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. Ronnie, definitely an impressive individual. And Ronnie did make the the iRacing not top 10 for falling asleep in the middle of a race recently. Pace car is in. Adam Barker leads them out of the final turn. Here we go. Green flag in the air. Xander quickly gets the nose ahead. The 2 BMWs quickly trying to open up a gap on the Porsche into turn 1. Field definitely got split up more than expected here early. Xander quickly out front. Adam Barker into second. Max Gunther in third. Mike Dalling has already made his way up into fourth as they head toward that first big straightaway. This is where that BMW is going to come alive. Max Gunther has had a problem behind. Ronnie Wimberly involved. Oh, Max gets loose coming through there. Ronnie tries to avoid it. Ronnie had to run down to the inside, had to quickly make a move back to the left, and the car snaps away on him. Xander and Adam through the first chicane now. The two BMWs sitting first and second. The BMW of Mike Dowling now up to third. Rudolph Gunther holding on to fourth. The Mad Bear is already up to fifth. Nick Sorensen, the current points leader, up to seventh. Sorensen and Barker came into this morning just 8 points between them. And as they run right now, Adam Barker would close that gap tremendously. As they run right now, Adam Barker, I believe, would take the points lead. But Adam and Xander have already checked out from the field. They're 3.5 seconds ahead of Mike Dowling in third. The Mad Bear is the man on the move at the moment. Cody Kennedy, the rookie here at GT3 NSS, now up into 7th place. Nicole, that's what she said. Kriesel, all right, oh, she overshoots the turn. She's up to 8th. Max Gunther trying to come back in 9th. Ronnie trying to work his way to pit road in 10th. That Ferrari has heavy front end damage. Xander out front, Adam able to stay with him onto the next straightaway. Mike Dowling and crew, they are 3 wide. We heard them talking about bum drafting here this morning. And guys were practicing, working together in practice to reel in leaders. If Mike Dowling, Rudolph Gunther, and Nick Sorensen can work together, they could reel in the top 2. Nicole Kriesel has gone to pit road. Let's see what happened. Oh, snaps loose on corner. Oh, and she got stuck in the wall. A hard break. She was already up a couple of spots, running in 8th. And they come around to complete, believe it or not, the first lap. 4 minutes, 1 second for Xander, and he's already opened up a 1.8 second gap on Adam Barker as Matt Bear has had a problem. Coming through the final turn. Oh, Matt was already unsettled. Wow. But Matt 360s it and just keeps going. You got to give it to him. Ronnie Wimberly is on pit road for his repairs now. Meanwhile, Xander is just checked out from the field. Already almost 3 seconds over second place Adam Barker. Mike Dowling in third, 5.5 seconds back. Sorensen now up into 4th. Doing everything he can to maintain the points lead here today. Rudolph Gunther currently in 5th, Matt Bear in 6th, but Cody Kennedy. Cody is on a mission this morning. The rookie came out and started in 9th, already up to 6th, coming by the Mad Bear, sets his sights on Rudolph Gunther. Guys having to be very careful down through these chicanes. You're going max speed down these straightaways. Take a look at Cody Kennedy's speed down the straightaway. These cars max out right before you set up for that turn. 168, 170. 170 before he gets on the brakes. Max Gunther right on his bumper. Xander up front, flying around here as well. Xander's lead now 3.5 seconds over Adam Barker. Adam 5.7 seconds ahead of Mike Dolling. And Nick Sorensen closing in on Mike Dolling. These are two that did get some practice working together. Could see these two hook up and run down Adam Barker. That's exactly what Sorensen needs to do here. Now remember, going into race 2, the top 7 will invert. That has to be on the mind of some of these drivers. Mark Dantuma cheering on Nicole. That's what she said. Creasel, Nicole back off of pit road now. Trying to run down Ronnie Wimberly. Ronnie having problems here early as well. Xander has just checked out. As I mentioned in pre-race, all the drivers said when I was sitting there when Xander dropped in to the session, and everybody said, well, now we're racing for second place. Xander just walking away. Adam Barker setting fast laps. Mike Dolling, Nick Sorensen, no slouches either. But these two have just, the top two have just gone. Matt Bear has had an issue a moment ago. Let's see what happened. Oh, Matt almost, does he get the, he misses the tires. That was close for the Mad Bear. Looked like Matt just missed his braking point. Xander using every bit of track. There was a lot of drivers in pre-race, in practice rather, testing the track limits to see and to make sure they could use every bit of track possible. Adam Barker set the fastest lap so far. Still 5.5 seconds behind Xander at the moment. Ronnie Wimberly is in trouble. Ronnie off to a rough start this morning. Just gets loose. Almost has it saved, but clips the grass and goes around. Mike Dolling and Nick Sorensen now hooked up. They can work together and try and reel in Adam Barker. Adam now 7 seconds ahead. There was talk about the BMWs being able to bump draft and get some more speed. And it certainly looks like Sorensen is pushing Dolling down the straightaway. They split up a little bit as they go through. Let's watch them down the next section. Sorensen will be right back to his bumper momentarily, but this is the shortest part of the long straightaway. And they did make up some ground on Adam Barker last time by, over half a second. These two working together are gaining on the leaders. They're continuing, watching the lap times, they're continuing to chip away little by little at Adam Barker, but nobody is chipping away at Xander at the moment. His lead now 6.25 seconds. Dolling and Sorensen back on the straightaway, reeling in Adam Barker 6.5 seconds ahead. Rudolph Gunther now in 5th, Max Gunther in 6th, Cody Kennedy in 7th as the Mad Bear in 8th right behind him. Max Gunther, after the early issues, is starting to make his way back toward the front. A lot of drivers were expecting this to be a tight race. They all practiced working together, working in the draft, and racing close to each other, but that has not come to fruition this morning. Nicole Kriesel back in 10th is starting to gain a little bit of ground now on Ronnie Wimberly. Matt Bear up in 8th. The 3 Ferraris obviously struggling here this morning, but Matt Bear looks down to the inside on Cody Kennedy. They're going to go side by. Holy cow! Cody started to point in. Matt was far enough in. He gave him the room. Now expect that BMW power, though, on these straightaways to come back into play. And Xander just set the fastest lap of the race by almost 2 seconds over Adam Barker's fast lap. Xander is definitely flying around here this morning. And there you see their best lap time so far. And you see Xander almost 2 seconds a lap faster. Xander's lead now 7.6 seconds. Adam Barker has been able to pull a little bit back from Mike Dolling and Nick Sorensen, despite these two working together on the straightaway. Adam has now pulled to 7.3 seconds ahead. Sorensen and Dolling currently the closest battle on track. Rudolph Gunther in 5th, Max Gunther in 6th. Matt Bear now up to 7th, Cody Kennedy runs in 8th, Ronnie Wimberly in 9th, and Nicole Kriesel in 10th. Xander will, as they run right now, Xander will have to start the second race from 7th place. And the question really becomes, can he get through traffic and get back to the lead? Can he dominate it here this morning? He swept both races last week at Okayama. Can he do it again here at Le Mans? Worth noting, Xander is the highest rated driver in the field by quite a bit. Oh, Nicole is in trouble. Coming through the final turns of this track, it is tricky getting through. Oh, and the Ferrari not the most stable across rumble strips. We'll see about 2 more laps to go here for Xander. His lead now 10.7 seconds. And he set another fast lap at 3 minutes 57.8 seconds. Xander just in another dimension this morning. Adam in second. Mike Dolling and Nick Sorensen have closed back in. Now they're battling for position. These two have worked together since they got hooked up. This is the first time we've seen them battle. Sorensen almost had the nose in on Dolling. The straightaway battle between these two ought to be interesting. Sorensen will have the advantage as they go down the long straight. Sorensen well and truly in the draft. He is pulling right up to the bumper. Looks down. He's got the run to the inside. Sorensen gets into the first chicane out front of Mike Dolling and now goes into third. Can Mike Dolling pull the same trick? No, using the draft to pull back past Nick Sorensen here. And he's going to go for it. Dolling looks to the inside as they go into the second chicane. And Dolling back to third. Could be seeing a lot of back and forth between these two over the next lap or so. That may be a benefit to Rudolph Gunther as it slows him down. And Xander out front just does not care. He is gone. Xander's lead now 12 seconds over Adam Barker. Here come Dolling and Sorensen again. Ronnie Wimberly has had problems. Matt Baer has had some trouble. See what happened with Ronnie. Oh, gets a little bit of the grass coming through the turn. Hard into the wall. And what happened to the Mad Bear? Oh, snaps loose going into the chicane. Wow, manages to save it through the sand. That was close. Dolling and Sorensen continuing to battle it out here. Xander coming around lap traffic. Should be picking up the white flag this time for Xander as he comes out of the final turn down the front straightaway. Although I did not see a white flag in the air there. Barney not waving it as Adam Barker coming up toward lap traffic now. Dolling and Sorensen still nose to tail. Xander's lead now almost 13 seconds over Adam Barker. Mike Dolling in third, Sorensen fourth, Rudolph Gunther in fifth. Max Gunther in sixth, Matt Baer in seventh, Cody Kennedy in eighth, Nicole Kriesel now up to ninth, Ronnie Wimberly in 10th. Dolling and Sorensen back down the straightaway. Will we see the same story play out as we did last time by? Sorensen now looking to the outside as they go toward the first chicane. Interesting choice of moves there. Sorensen will have the advantage going into the second chicane here. Will he be able to set up the pass, and will that be the move he needs to keep Dowling behind him? Dowling getting down as low as possible. Sorensen's got a big run on the high side as they head toward the left-hand chicane. Sorensen can't get it done yet. Both of them push a little hard on exit, but Sorensen has the better run, looks to the outside again. They head down toward the right-hander. Can Sorensen take advantage? Dowling will have the inside line. This may come down to who breaks last. Sorensen trying to outbrake him. Dowling gets the corner though. Adam Barker in second place has pulled ahead as they continue to battle. Max Gunther has been gaining on Rudolph Gunther, but not enough time left to do anything with it. Matt Bear now up to 7th, Cody Kennedy in 8th, Nicole Kriesel in 9th. And Xander just off in another dimension this morning. A little bit of a drift there coming through these final laps with the hotter track temperatures. Track temperature currently 91 degrees, a lot cooler than what they practiced with. They practiced at 94, 95 degrees. Tire wear was a concern this morning. Checkered flag is out. Xander is going to pull off the win here. A dominant win in race number 1. Adam Barker headed toward the finish line in 2nd. And Mike Dowling and Nick Sorensen still battling for that 3rd place spot. Can Dowling hold him off? And he does. Mike Dowling is going to pull off the 3rd. What a finish that was. Let's see if we can get a word with our top 3 as Xander celebrating at the top of the hill, starting with 3rd place, Mike Dowling. Hey, Mike, it's Doug. You got me?
Hey, Doug. How you doing?
Hey, good, man. That was you and Nick there was quite an interesting battle.
Oh, it was a lot of fun. I wasn't sure whether I was going to make it stick, especially as I lost the back end. Just coming into the Porsche. Oh, someone just ran me. I lost the back end coming into the Porsche curves a bit, which Nick gained some time on me, and I had a feeling we were going to be neck and neck again. But yeah, it was good. Good racing. I enjoyed that today.
A lot of back and forth between you two down the straightaway. Somehow or another, you're able to get position on that last lap going into both chicanes.
Yeah, I was just trying to protect the inside line coming into the both of those chicanes. Just trying to see if I can just protect it, because Nick had a run. And it managed to hold that line, so it was good. It was good racing. It's always good fun racing against Nick.
Well, man, congratulations. A great way to start the morning.
Cheers. Thanks, Doug.
Adam Barker comes home in 2nd. Adam, you definitely did what you needed to do this morning, but what's it going to take to beat Xander here this morning?
He's incredible here. There's not much I can do to keep up with him. He's so quick. I was trying to keep with him for like a lap or so just to get him to pull me along, and he did that, but then he just checked out as soon as As soon as he was just so quick around every corner, it was insane. No answer for that.
I have to say though, even after he had gotten away, you were still pulling away, and for the couple of laps there, you guys were alternating fastest laps. You definitely have some speed of your own.
Yeah, I mean Xander was just in another level today, and I think it was Max. It was one of the Gunters had an issue on the first lap, and it gave me just enough room just to break the draft. So then I just head down, pump out lap time, see what I can do.
You got it done, and you close up the points just a little bit more. Great run.
Thank you very much.
And finally, our winner, Xander. I don't think when you joined the session this morning, everybody said we're racing for second now, and you definitely just proved that.
Yeah. Well, I did some officials this week, so this truck is. I practiced this truck a bit this week. I drove a few races and I had a really fun week. I love this track. It's beautiful to drive. So yeah.
Well, now hopefully those officials will help here in a minute. You're going to have to come from 7th back to the front. Can you get up there and get another dominant win?
Yeah, we will see. Like we seen last week, I made a mistake, and yeah, if I get damage on the car this week, that could be fatal because there's so many straights. So we're gonna see, Doug.
Well, good luck, Xander. That was a dominant performance this morning.
Yeah, thank you.
Xander gets the win in race 1 in dominant fashion, over 15-second lead at the line. But this time the top 7 will invert going into race number 2 in just 2.5 minutes. And this could get interesting as these guys, Adam Barker and Xander, both have to come from 6th and 7th, try and get through the field and get back to the front. Definitely benefits Nick Sorensen. Adam Barker finishing 2nd, Nick finishing 4th. The points gap between 1st and 2nd is now 4 points. Nick Sorensen's lead is just 4 points. See if we can get a word with him. Hey Nick, it's Doug. You got me?
Hey Doug, what's up?
Hey, after that race, I did the math. 4 points separate you and Adam coming into this race.
That's pretty tight there.
Definitely saw you. It looked like you and Dalling were working really well together until it came time to get down to business. But now you're going to have a little bit of an advantage over Adam. Can you keep him behind you for this one?
Adam was pretty fast, and I wasn't used to the track is hot. So we'll see. People can catch up with the draft, and then if they pick the right time to pass, there's nothing you can do about it. But if they don't, then it's, that's what Mike did to me. I picked the wrong time, and I couldn't get around him. So let's hope Adam picks the ladder.
It is very difficult to pass the Minister of Defense, Mike Dalling.
Yeah, he's good at that. We all know that.
Well, man, a great job. Obviously, this is likely to come down to next week's race.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I'm still not sure if we're doing Spa or Brands Hatch. I haven't heard. Well, but whatever it is, I think it's going to be a fun race at the end there.
It definitely will. I vote Brands Hatch, but that's just me.
All right, we'll see what happens.
Good luck, Nick.
Thanks.
So the championship right now stands at 4 points with the race for next week not yet decided. If you have a vote which race you want to see next week, drop in the comments. The options are Brands Hatch or Spa. Going into race 2, the top 7 will invert. They will have a 40-minute race. They will have to make a fuel stop. As we saw last week, that fuel stop could very well be a deciding factor here this morning. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to go racing. Matt Baer and Max Gunther will have the front row. Rudolf Gunther and Nick Sorensen have the second row. Mike Dolling and Adam Barker on the third row. Xander and Cody Kennedy on the fourth. Ronnie Wimberly and Nicole, that's what she said, Kriesel, rounding out the field. Bob, I 100% agree with you, buddy. I would love to see him race at Brands Hatch. It's been a couple of seasons since they have been there, and I definitely like Brands Hatch much more than I like Spa. That's just me personally, though. Everybody getting lined up on the grid. Looks like Nicole Kriesel will be starting this race from pit road. Matt Baer leads them down. This could be very, very interesting. One of the Ferraris struggled around here this morning. Now one on the front row with a Porsche on the front row. And the BMWs are the fastest. The highest position BMW at the moment is Nick Sorensen in third. Can Matt Baer make something happen from the front row in the Ferrari? Through the final couple of turns, remember a pit stop will be a factor this morning. They have to stop for fuel. Pit road entry has caught more than one driver in the past here at Le Mans. It is way easy to overcook it onto pit road. Matt Baer is immediately gone. Green is in the air. Max Gunther already looking to make a move here. Adam Barker quickly gains one spot. Now up into fifth, closing in on Sorensen. Oh, Matt just, wow, messes up turn two badly. He will definitely have a big slowdown here. Meanwhile, there's a big battle. Adam Barker now trying to get into third past Rudolf Gunther. He's already put Sorensen in his mirror. And Xander has already picked up a couple of spots as they go to the straightaway. Here's where the BMWs will come alive. Max Gunther has gotten past Matt Baer. Matt having to run this slowdown. They're all coming past Matt. Wow, a close call. 3 wide down the straightaway. The BMWs pull ahead. Xander already up to second. Headed toward that first chicane. Mike Dolling starting to come in the BMW. Ronnie Wimberly has a problem coming into the first chicane. He is on pit road now. Oh, what the heck happened there? Well, let's try and take another look at this. Oh, Ronnie Wimberly tries to shoot the gap. Bounces off the inside wall, collects Matt Baer. Max Gunther is in the lead now, coming out of the second chicane, but just barely. The two BMWs are already to his bumper. Mike Dolling also closing in. Nick Sorensen closing in. Cody Kennedy, the other BMW, currently in 7th place, gaining on Rudolph Gunther in 6th. Max Gunther holds the lead for the moment, but for how long? Onto these straightaways where the BMW just has so much more speed. And it does not look like the Porsche is going to be able to hold him off for long. Xander all over Max's back bumper. Max, the defending champ, if anybody can hold him off in a Porsche, it's going to be him. And here we go. Xander looks for a position. Can't get there. Adam's still right with him. Mike Dolling and Nick Sorensen closing in. Rudolph Gunther currently holds 6th. Cody Kennedy in 7th. Matt Baer 8th. Nicole Kriesel in 9th. And here we go, the move for the lead. Xander's got the nose in. And he clears. Xander back to the lead. Max in 2nd, Adam in 3rd. Oh, wow, what a move by Xander. He's trying to break the draft here. You heard him say between races he spent a lot of time running this track this week. He loves it here, and he has got it figured out. Cody Kennedy is already on pit road. Looks like he had a problem a moment ago. Let's see what happened. Oh, the tire's sliding a little bit out of the turn, and oh, what a drift. A hit to the outside wall. Almost saved that. That was impressive. Cody hits his pit stall for repairs. Xander now in the lead. Max Gunther in 2nd. Adam in 3rd. Dolling is right there in 4th. Nick Sorensen has gone back to 6th place. Now Rudolph Gunther in 5th. Xander out front trying to pull away from Max here. Adam and Mike Dolling trying to find a way past the Porsche on the straightaways. Cody Kennedy is back out on track in 8th place. Oh, a bobble out of Dolling coming through the 2nd chicane. Ronnie Wimberly now on his way off of pit road. Sorensen trying to reel in Rudolph Gunther. Cody Kennedy back out on track in 8th. Nicole Kriesel running in 9th. Ronnie Wimberly back out in 10th after having to tow. And it is a long, long tow here. Look at this. Max is looking for a pass. He wants the lead back. Can the Porsche make it happen here, though? Adam Barker now in the lead as everybody continuing to battle it out. The top four still nose to tail around here. Sorensen has caught up to Rudolf Gunther now as well. Xander now back into third, Max in second. Adam has claimed the lead for the first time this morning. The Porsche and BMW running significantly different lines around here. Xander got a line down to the inside. As they head toward the final turn, Xander's going to pull back up into second. Dowling tried to get into the gap there. Tried to follow him past Max Gunther. Couldn't get there yet. Adam Barker currently has a 1 second lead. Matt Baer is on pit road. Is this late enough in the race for Matt Baer to get fuel? Xander now in second, Max in third, Mike Dowling in fourth, Nick Sorensen in fifth, trying to reel in the top four. Rudolf Gunther in sixth, Matt Baer in seventh on pit road, Cody Kennedy in eighth. Cody closing in on Matt Baer. Nicole Kriesel in ninth and Ronnie Wimberly in 10th after that lap one incident. Xander all over the bumper of Adam Barker trying to set up for the pass. Wow, Xander goes a little wide off the turn trying to carry a bunch of momentum, almost clipping the wall, and Ronnie Wimberly has crashed. Oh, just downshifts at the wrong time on the brakes. The back end goes around. Matt Baer is back out off of pit road now, but losing several positions. He is back to 9th. Cody Kennedy now up to 7th. Nicole Kriesel up to 8th. Adam and Xander side by side for the lead. Adam has the inside line into the next turn. Xander a little bit ahead. Holy cow, Xander drove deep into that turn. Manages to outbrake Adam. Xander back to the lead. Adam now in second. Max Gunther in third. Dowling in fourth. Sorensen in fifth is closing back in on Mike Dowling. But as they run right now, Adam Barker would take the points lead. After race one this morning, the gap was just 4 points between Nick Sorensen and Adam Barker. As they run right now, Adam would take a walk out of here with a 7-point lead. Ten minutes into this race, we've already seen 3 or 4 leaders Several lead changes and quite a few battles going on. Sorensen still reeling in. Mike Dowling in fourth. Dowling closing in on Max Gunther right behind him. Xander back to the lead, and since he has gotten there, has pulled away just a little bit from Adam Barker, but Adam able to use the... What in the world? Xander cut too much of the track. Coming through the final section, got a slowdown. Adam Barker back to the lead. That also allowed Mike Dowling, Max Gunther, and Nick Sorensen to close back in on the top two. Mike Dowling is having connection difficulty. He has just started blinking. Sorensen just set the fastest lap of race 2 a moment ago as he reels them in. And Max Gunther, oh, we've got a battle for the lead again. Xander looking to the outside into the first chicane. Xander clears and goes back to the lead. Adam back to second, Max in third, Dowling in fourth, Sorensen in fifth. The top 5 all still within about 5 seconds of each other. And as we've seen all morning, get 2 of these guys working together, they can open up a gap. Or, in some cases, close it back down. Adam Barker and Xander have now opened up a gap yet again. 2.7 seconds back to third place Max Gunther. And Nick Sorensen continuing to reel them in. Sorensen currently in fifth, has the fastest lap of race 2 so far. Ronnie Wimberly has crashed again. He is on pit road. Let's see what happened. Down the front straightaway. It looks like Ronnie just pulled over. Not sure what happened. While the top 5 battle it out. Back in 6th place, Rudolph Gunther. 7th place, Cody Kennedy. Matt Bear in 8th, and Nicole Kriesel in 9th. Cody Kennedy and Matt Bear have been to pit road already, but likely were not able to get enough fuel to make it to the end. Xander starting to open up that gap yet again. 3rd through 5th still very much up for grabs. Sorensen is there as Dowling looks inside Gunther. Mike Dowling now to 3rd, Max Gunther in 4th, Nick Sorensen in 5th. And Xander begins to pull away from Barker. If these top 3 stay single file, they may be able to reel Adam Barker back in. Mike Dowling is starting to, his blinking is getting worse. Rudolph Gunther back in 6th place. Cody Kennedy in 7th. Matt Bear is gaining on Cody, but 20 seconds behind. Nicole Kriesel back in 9th. Mike Doling and Max Gunther still nose to tail. Sorensen losing ground on him. See if we can see why Nick Sorensen lost ground a moment ago. Looks like through the first section of track, Sorensen may have gotten a slowdown. Mike Doling, Max Gunther still nose to tail. Sorensen 3, almost 4 seconds back now. Rudolph Gunther back in 6th. Cody Kennedy in 7th. Matt Bear still gaining on Kennedy, but half a second a lap is all he's getting. Meanwhile, up front, Adam Barker doing everything he can to keep Xander in sight. And Nicole Kriesel has crashed and gone to pit road. The Ferrari has definitely struggled at Le Mans all morning. Oh, Nicole just can't get the car to turn. Gets a little bit of the grass and a hard hit to the outside wall. Nicole Kriesel, Ronnie Wimberly, both on pit road. Hopefully both will return to the track. Nicole Kriesel has been working her way steadily up the points. She came in today 8th in points behind Simon Zierk. Could very well move into 7th today. Mike Doling in 3rd has started to open up a gap on Max Gunther in 4th. Nick Sorensen, meanwhile, has started to reel them back in slowly but surely. Xander just set the fastest lap of race 2. Checking the track temperature, 90 degrees. We should see some faster laps out here than race 1, which was 91 degrees. Max Gunther still right there with Mike Doling, and Sorensen gaining on both of them. The BMW has just been so dominant here this morning. It had the straightaway speed without the draft, but in the draft it really flies. However, Xander just has not needed any drafting help all morning. He has had that straightaway speed and has been the fastest through the turns. Barker in second, Dowling in third, still has Max Gunther on the bumper. Max came into the morning fourth in points behind Harry Volschmier. Harry not in the race, so Max likely to move up into third. Mike Dowling and Max Gunther also came into this morning just 2 points apart. Xander, his first race this season was last week at Okayama. He swept both races. Won race number 1 here this morning. Could be looking at 2 weeks in a row, sweeping both events. "16 minutes left to go. We should see pit stops starting any time now." This is not a track they could save fuel on. Will Xander come down this time? Will anybody try and stretch? Xander, the leader, is in. Barker is in. Dowling is in. Max Gunther is in. Sorensen is in. They're all coming in this time. Rudolph Gunther out in 6th place. Rudolph heads for pit road. Cody Kennedy and Matt Bear both have been on pit road for repairs once already this morning. They may have a bit of an advantage here. May be able to take a little bit less fuel, a shorter stop, and get out more quickly as the leaders start to roll off pit road. Adam Barker on his way out. Adam Barker comes out before Xander by over 2 seconds. How long can he hold him off? Xander coming out in second. Max Gunther and Mike Dowling come out third and fourth. Cody Kennedy headed toward pit road. Will he come in this time? Cody Kennedy is in. We expect Matt Bear to come in as well. Adam Barker has a great stop, 6 seconds faster than Xander does on this one. He comes off pit road with a 3-second lead. Max Gunther now in third, just ahead of Mike Dowling. Rudolph Gunther back in fifth. Nick Sorensen in sixth. Nick Sorensen had a very long stop. It looks like he took tires and fuel. Gunther and Dowling still battling it out for third place. Dowling shoots down to the inside as they go off into the second chicane. And Dowling back to third. Rudolph Gunther now in fifth. Sorensen in sixth. Sorensen lost a lot of ground on pit road. Adam Barker out front. .8 seconds over Xander. With 12 minutes left, can Xander close the gap and get back by? It was looking like it was going to be a Xander sweep this morning. That may not be the case now. Max Gunther has gotten back past Mike Dowling here for the moment. These two continue to battle it out for third place. It has been a non-stop battle. The Porsche able to get off the turns a little bit better, but the BMW definitely has the straightaway speed here. Adam's lead is starting to shrink, now down to 2.3 seconds, now down under 2 seconds. Oh! Xander is in the wall! Xander was definitely pushing that car to its absolute limit here. Gets into the rumble strips, loses the back end, almost saves it, but ends up in the tire wall. Several cars get by. Xander's engine may be done. He is going to pit road for repairs. Adam Barker now has a 10-second lead with 10 minutes to go over Max Gunther. Mike Dowling now up into third. Rudolph Gunther is going to come and take fourth. Sorensen looking to get himself back into the top 5 here as well. Xander hasn't even hit his pit stall yet. He limps it to pit road. He is on pit road now. Sorensen's going to come by and take 5th. Xander now rolling off pit road. Adam Barker now has a 10.5 second lead with 10 minutes to go. Meanwhile, Max Gunther and Mike Dowling continue to battle it out. Now that's the battle for second. Xander now 7 seconds back from Nick Sorensen. Nick currently in 5th. Mike Dowling, Max Gunther still battling it out. These two have been going at it for the better part of this race. Dowling now back in second for the moment. Rudolph Gunther, meanwhile, rolling in 4th. Nick Sorensen is closing in, but over 15 and a quarter seconds back at the moment. Xander now back in 6th place, 6.5 seconds back from Sorensen. Matt Baer now in 7th. Cody Kennedy currently runs in 8th. Matt Baer has not been into pit road for fuel yet. The question is, when he stopped at the end of lap 2, did he get enough fuel on that stop? Cody Kennedy is gaining on the Mad Bear at the moment, and if Matt has to stop for fuel, Cody will move back into 7th. And now Adam Barker just out for a Sunday cruise. Meanwhile, Mike Dowling, Max Gunther, wow, what a battle this has been throughout the race. The Porsches had the advantage in the turns, especially the high-speed turns. The BMW has the straightaway speed. LeMans definitely more of a straightaway heavy track. But you see how much Max can make up through the turns there, and especially off the turns. Gets right back to the back bumper. Rudolf Gunther in fourth. Sorensen still gaining on him, but still 14 seconds back. Last time by, Mike Dowling actually started to reel in the leader just a little bit, but 10.7 seconds back. Will he be able to gain enough? It's going to take a mistake from Adam Barker for Dowling to be able to gain much ground. Xander, after his incident, currently in sixth place. He is reeling in Nick Sorensen, now 4.5 seconds back. Sorensen in fifth place, trying to reel in Rudolf Gunther before Xander gets to him. And Max Gunther tries to shoot to the outside on Dowling. A little side drafting from Mike Dowling, trying to keep his car ahead. Into the second chicane, Mike Dowling pulls back ahead. And look at the run by Max out of the turn. He looks down to the inside. Now it's just a drag race. Advantage goes to the BMW, but Max has the inside line on the next couple of turns. Oh, Dowling manages to drive a little deeper into the turn. It got sketchy there. Both drivers pushing to the absolute limits here. Mike Dowling, the Minister of Defense, keeping Max behind him at the moment. Max looking for anywhere he can go. Meanwhile, Adam Barker out front. His lead now down under 10 seconds. As Mike Dowling is coming alive, but won't have enough time more than likely. Adam Barker's lead now back up to about 10.25 seconds. Although Mike Dowling is starting to reel him in. Max Gunther right there with him. These two drivers pushing to the absolute limits here. As we have seen lap after lap after lap. Nick Sorensen continuing to close in on Rudolf Gunther, now down to 9 1/4 seconds. And Xander gaining on Sorensen, now 3.6 seconds back. Xander using every bit of the curbing, every bit of the track, trying to reclaim at least 1 or 2 spots. Mike Dolling and Max Gunther continues to be the closest battle on track. Adam Barker's lead still about 10.5 seconds. It's fluctuated by as much as a second over the course of a lap. As parts of this track, Mike Dolling and Max Gunther are way faster. And Max gets the run on the outside again into the second chicane. Can't make it stick. Adam Barker continuing to lead here. These two drafting together is definitely helping. And look at the run out of that turn every time. Max gets that awesome power off the turn. The back end of that Porsche just grips and he goes. But the drag race definitely goes to the BMW here. Last time through, Dolling was able to outbrake and carry the speed, and he does it again. Sorensen is closing in quickly on Rudolf Gunther now, just 6 seconds back. And if he looks in his mirror, Xander is coming quickly as well. Xander now 2 1/4 seconds back from Sorensen. Sorensen came into the morning with the points lead by 8 points. After race 1, that gap was down to 4 points. As they run right now, as Adam Barker is going to come through and take the win. Mike Dolling, Max Gunther, one more shot at second place here. Can Max get it done? Mike Dolling is going to come home in second. Max Gunther finishing third. Rudolf Gunther comes home fourth. And it looks like Sorensen may have to hold off a hard-charging Xander. And this is going to put Sorensen back into second in points, 12 points behind Adam Barker going into the final race of the season next week. And Adam Barker has the points lead by 12 points. Let's talk to our top 3, starting with Max. Hey Max, it's Doug. You got me?
Hey Doug.
You gave Adam a little bump there, but man, what a race and what a battle between you and Mike.
Yeah, it was great. It was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun.
I gotta say, there was a few points in there that it looked like I don't know how you guys did not get together. You were definitely both pushing it to the limit.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I still it's great racing with Mike. It's the side by side action is actually one of the most enjoyable things about this league.
Well, you guys definitely put on one heck of a show, man. Congratulations. That was an awesome run.
Thank you, Doug.
Mike Dolling comes home in second place. Mike, another awesome run here this morning. 2 podium finishes and a great points morning.
Yeah, I'm happy with today. It was a good race. I gave Max a good run for his money today. There was no way I wanted to get beaten by Max this morning, so that was a good result. I'm happy with that.
Well, you guys definitely had one heck of a battle. There were a few close calls out there, I have to say, but man, what a great finish that turned out to be.
Yeah, it was a good race. I'm really happy with today. It was a good end to the season. It was just I don't think I can get into a trophy position with today's, but it was a good day. It was a good day, so I'm happy with it.
Actually, doing some quick math here with you beating Max there at the end and Harry not being here, I do believe that puts you in third place. So yeah, you're actually in really good position.
I'll take that. Let's hope. Keep my fingers crossed. Cheers, Doug.
Cheers, man. Congrats, buddy.
Cheers.
Mike Dolling, very happy with that. And let's talk to our winner. Adam, you are the winner and the new points leader.
Yeah, it was a really good race. That it was very interesting between me and Xander. Xander was super quick, but he kept getting slow down, so I was always in contention with him. He took I think he took tires in his pit stop as well, so and maybe that resulted in him spinning going through the last of the Porsche curves. And then I found myself like 10 seconds ahead, so which is great.
Did you, it seemed like you may have backed off just a hair that last couple of laps. Once you had that 10-second lead, it looked like you weren't pushing as hard through some of the turns.
Yeah, definitely just keeping it settled. Still pushing it a little bit. I still got to slow down, which gave Mike about a second. But yeah, it was good. It was interesting. A good race.
Well, going into the final race of the season, you'll have a 12-point lead over Nick Sorensen. This is going to be a very close finish.
Yeah, down to the wire again. So that's I think 3 seasons in a row where it's been down to the last race. See what happens.
Well, congratulations. Good luck next week.
Thank you very much.
Adam Barker gets the win, gets the points lead. It's going to come down to next week to decide the championship. Don't forget to tune in tonight. BRR Cup Series is back as the playoffs continue. You're not going to want to miss any of that excitement. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hope y'all had as much fun as we did. Have a great day, y'all.